Khash Saghafi, Liberty Home Mortgage, and what are we talking about today? Down payment assistance loans. How do they work? Okay, so how does a down payment assistance loan work? Well, first of all, let me explain. Well, I'm going to just give you the examples of like schematically, structurally, how it's put together. Let's pretend you're buying a home for $100,000. Nice, round, easy number. Lord knows there's going to be somebody that comments, Hesh, where do you find a house for $100,000? They exist in America, okay? Not many, but they do. Let's just use $100,000. Let's pretend I'm doing a conventional, let's say I'm doing a conventional loan and the buyer's putting 5% down, okay? 5% of the purchase price. You want to write this down at home. Make sure you're following along, okay? 5% of $100,000 is $5,000. So what that means is the bank is going to loan you $95,000 and you have to come up with $5,000. 95,000 plus 5,000 equals 100,000, okay? The down payment is $5,000. Now, on a normal traditional loan, you, the buyer, come to the table with the $5,000. Now, I have a ton of videos on this stuff. Where can the $5,000 come from, okay? So there's something called allowable sources. I'm not gonna go in, well, I can go into that a little bit actually. So where can the down payment come from? See, you just thought you rewound this video, but you didn't. The $5,000 can come from many places, not all places, okay? So watch this one. For example, the $5,000 came from your checking account, your savings account. You save the money. Great, that's the best place for it to be, okay? The $5,000 came from your 401k. I get that a ton. Comes from the 401k. Wonderful, okay? The $5,000 comes from a gift from a family member, your mom, your dad, your grandparents. They gift you the money. Be careful, we got to track that gift. It upsets a lot of people, but ultimately it comes from them on a gift. Or it comes through the form of down payment assistance, okay? For example, my company, Liberty Home Mortgage, we have a down payment assistance program. We underwrite it, we fund it, close it, everything, okay? So that down payment money, or I won't even say at Liberty, a lot of states or municipalities or cities, they will give the money. So instead of your mom giving you the $5,000, instead of your checking and savings account giving you the $5,000, it's the state of Nebraska giving you the $5,000. So when the state of Nebraska gives you $5,000, that's down payment assistance. The source is the state of Nebraska, okay? When it comes out of your checking account, we don't call that down payment assistance, we just call that money coming out of your checking account. When your mom gives it to you, I suppose you could say, my mom gave me down payment, my mom assisted me with the down payment, but again, we don't consider that down payment assistance, we call that a gift, okay? When it's the state of Nebraska gives you the $5,000, or the state of Idaho, or the state of Maine, or the state of Oregon, or wherever you want to call it, okay? They give you the $5,000. This is what the difference is now. This is the kind of the curveball on it, okay? There's always a string attached, keep that in mind. When your mom gives you the $5,000, she doesn't want the money back. That's a gift. It's a non-repayable gift, okay? When it comes out of your checking and savings, that's your money. You don't have to worry about paying it back. When it comes out of your 401k, you can liquidate it out of the 401k. Guess what? It comes out of the 401k, no problem, okay? Now, when it comes from the state of Nebraska is going to say something such as, we will give you the $5,000. However, the interest rate is 9%. It's a 10-year term. You've got to make payments on it. The monthly payment is $100 a month. Sometimes they'll say it's a grant. As long as you own the house and do not refinance or sell for the next 5 years, 10 years, or whatever, we just release the lien. Or we place the lien of $5,000. There's no payments due. However, when the day comes that you sell or refinance the house, you have to pay it off at that time. the down payment assistance from the state or the city, the municipality. There are different government agencies. There aren't a ton, by the way, but they are out there that at times in certain areas, in certain places, will gift money. But there are always terms to the money. It's not free. Nothing is free. Keep that in mind. That, my friends, is how down payment assistance works, simplified for you. Make sure you subscribe to my page. You catch all my other videos. You share this on your page for your friends to see. And of course, if you do need a loan, give me a call because I do loans in 45 states. We'll see you at the next one.